So you can be doing everything right, showing up at work, taking care of all the projects, hitting the goals that were set, taking care of everybody, keeping it together, and all of that stuff, and still feel like you're slipping away from yourself. That's what I mean when I say doing it all and still not feeling like yourself. I know it's not burnout. It's what happens when you keep trying to earn love, to earn worthiness or worth, validation, respect, belonging, all of that through effort. It's the cost that we pay when we don't feel those things internally and are looking outside of ourselves, looking to people, looking to things to give us what we already have internally. Because when your worth is tied to what you do, rest will always feel dangerous, will always feel unsafe. And as a result of that, saying no to things that you don't want to do or that are not in your best interest, saying no to relationships that are out of alignment with your values and are like, no, 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 under normal circumstances, start to feel wrong. And crazily enough, even relaxing, having fun, begin to feel like a luxury. You almost feel like you have to work. You're not even almost, you actually feel like you have to work. You have to earn the rest that comes with just being human and having fun, just relaxing, being joyous, feel like foreign to you. They don't feel safe as well. I remember when I realized that I couldn't even enjoy some of the successes that I had accomplished. I had a six-figure career. I had nice clothes. I would travel three, four, 5 times a year. But inside, I was dissociated. It was like you're there, but you're not. I don't know if anyone's experienced that. Um, you're smiling, but it's like you're watching yourself from the inside out, watching yourself live this life while you just exist or observe. And I couldn't put a name to it, I couldn't identify it because technically I was fine, everything was okay. But the truth was, I was always in motion, always doing, always going after stuff. Didn't feel safe resting, didn't feel safe not doing something. Always felt like I would be losing out on something. So I was doing all the things, but somewhere in all of that, I couldn't feel myself anymore. I was disconnected. And so that's what happens when we build lives that look good, when we create this shell of a life that's based on performance and work and earning, but there's absolutely no space or there's very little space to actually feel good inside of it. So you don't get the chance to enjoy that nice house, to feel good doing doing those things. You don't get to feel the feelings that those things you thought they would give you because they are built seeking external validation, external worth. And so when you continue this over a period of time, you eventually stop hearing yourself because there's so much noise from the doing, right? You stop hearing yourself, you stop checking in, you don't know what you want, you don't know what your original thoughts, you're so disconnected from what you really want in life because almost all of what you've been doing is predicated on the belief that you have to do this and you have to do that. And so you just keep moving, hoping that at some point the feeling will catch up, but we know that it never does, and that's why we're here. Right? That's why I'll say it's a hill that I'll die on. That if you do not stop, if you do not disrupt or interrupt that paradigm that says that you have to earn worthiness, earn belonging, earn anything that you already have, you will never feel fulfilled. And that's what we do in Embody. That's why I'll share with you at the end a call that if you're interested, not if you're interested, if you're ready, the only solution to stop performing, to stop earning worth, earning all these different things is to unhook from that trap. And that's what we do in Embody. So if you're ready to do that, then comment. I'm already doing it now. Comment ready, and I'll send you the link to see if it's a good fit for you at this time. But I can promise you that if this is the track that you're on, it's a good fit already. So anyway, what we do is we do these things and we hope that the feeling will catch up, and it doesn't. And as a high achieving successful woman, because all these things are happening, your natural tendency as a fixer, as a doer, is to think you need to do something else to fix, maybe in this case, your mindset, right? Oh, it's your mindset, that's why you can't you're not feeling anything. But you really don't need to do a damn thing, okay? You don't. You know why? Because what's missing is not a lack of effort or lack of doing or lack of producing. It's an understanding. It's the understanding that how much of your, it's understanding that of it's understanding, I really want to get this out. It's understanding how much of your identity has been built around being useful. So if you're not doing something, if you're not giving something, if you're not providing something, you don't feel like yourself. You don't feel valued. You don't feel like you even deserve the things that you have. It's that understanding that's missing. It's the understanding that the same habits that made you successful, the doing, are the ones that are keeping you now disconnected because there's been no end to it. There's no line in the sand. There's no, it's just been something that you've done and done and done, and you know no other way to be. Because when you started to do them, you were trying to earn something, and you can, because you cannot earn anything from that, you just keep doing. So the same habits, which when are not necessarily none of themselves bad habits, or I won't say bad, unaligned habits, but they're just habits that need to be grounded to your values. So those same habits at this point are the ones keeping you disconnected, and it's that understanding that you need that's missing. And lastly, the understanding that worth does not have to be earned. You are worthy just as you are, and that is the shift. Simple, clear, shifting into clarity that these are the things that are missing. Feeling that you have to earn with, feeling that you have to keep doing things to feel worthy, to feel valued, to feel loved, you know? So when women finally see this, that's when the unhooking starts. That's when the need to earn love or belonging or whatever it is for you, for me, it was worth, through effort, that's when everything starts to shift, starts to fall apart. That's when the dismantling of the performance ends, the masks come off. That's when you really start to find a way back to who you are, who you've always been underneath all of that. So, women who do this, who see this, who gain this understanding, stop running themselves into the ground for people who barely notice them, who care for them, who barely care for them, who almost never reciprocate whatever it is they're getting. They stop trying to hold everything together. Stop trying to show up as the most intelligent, the most knowledgeable, the most successful, the most polished, the one in the most happiest relation, all of that. They stop trying to do that, fixing everything for everyone, being everybody's something. They stop doing that just so that, because they're doing that so that people don't think that they're falling apart, or they don't have it. They want to maintain that illusion, keep that mask going on. And they also stop asking for permission. This is a big one, to take up space. They stop waiting to feel external validation before they voice what they want and go after what they want. They stop doing that. If you don't have what you want, it's because you're waiting for permission to get or ask or go after what you want. When you see this, there's no way that you continue to do all these things. And so for the first time, they start to recognize themselves again, not as a role player, the giver, the doer, but as the woman underneath it all, before society, culture, family started to tell you, started to model for you, started to show you that unless you did something, you would not be praised, you would not be noticed, you would not be acknowledged, you weren't a good daughter, good partner, good mom, good anything, employee, whatever it is, right? They start to see themselves again. And that feeling is priceless. It is freedom at its best. That's what feeling like yourself means. It's not you becoming a new person, because the you is still there. It's returning, coming back to the woman who you've always been, that young girl, whenever it was the messaging, the programming started, who wanted to do this, who wanted to be this, who wanted to sing, dance, all those different things, who enjoyed telling jokes, who was so full of life and vibrance, and who just said what she wanted, who didn't temper things and tame things and bite her tongue and not say what she wanted, not go after what she wanted, who was trying to fit in, trying to buy worth, trying to earn love. That woman, that girl, that's who you come back to. Before you learned that it was unsafe to be yourself, and that being yourself would get you kicked out of the popular girls club. Being yourself would not get you acknowledged. Being yourself would make others feel less than. That is who you return to. So, my question to you is, as I round up, where in your life do you feel like you've been doing it all, but not feeling like yourself? In fact, the more you do, the less you feel like yourself, the less you feel like this is what you want to do, but you keep doing. Where in your life do you feel that? Spend a minute or however long it takes. Think about it. Where in your life is that happening? Put it in the comments. I would love for us to name it, to call it out, because that's the first step to getting out of that trap. It's the first step to stop over functioning, stop over giving, stop managing environments and people so that you can try to feel something. Stop being so hyper vigilant. Stop over proving so much so that you don't know who you are anymore. And lastly, if you see yourself in any part of this story, that's why I created the High Achievers Guide. It's a three simple, potent, I like to say, 3-step reflection for women who are ready to stop earning worth, belonging, trust, love, validation, acknowledgement, all those different things. Earning the things that we already are and that we should be giving ourselves. Ready to stop doing that and reconnect with that young girl, whoever she is within you, that's lying and screaming for some of us. Come back to me. If you're ready, this guide will help you to spot where you've been running on autopilot and gently, gently start to help you to figure out who you are. And obviously, when you know who you are, you know what you want. So the link is below. You can download it, spend some time. It won't take that long, but it's worth it, I'll say, because the goal is not to keep proving that you're enough. You're enough just as you are. The goal is not to keep proving that you're worthy. You're worthy just as you are. The goal is not to hold on to relationships and try to get him or her to say, I love you, or you're loved. You are loved. You are loved. The goal is to finally live life fully 100% as you are on your terms, doing exactly what you want, being exactly who God created you to be. I'll see you in the next video.